Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop! Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in to Spare Time. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, we got the hosts Jillian Martin and Kayla Starr of Husker Bowling. Team's been off to a great start here. It's been a little bit since we've last gotten to talk to them. So, guys, how's it going on a rainy Monday night?
It's going good. Fall break, no classes, so we love to see that one. Yeah, can't complain about no classes.
Yeah, when that start for you guys again? Because you guys also just got back from. Okay, it started today for you.
Yeah.
Okay, because you guys just got back from Florida, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunday night.
I'm trying to think. I don't think we've had the opportunity to talk to you since the Penguin Classic?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start there. The Penguin Classic. Obviously, we know the results of it for everybody who pays attention to Husker Bowling, but I want to start just from getting there and then just day one and how that whole thing kind of came together.
Yeah, so we flew into Pittsburgh, left bright and early. Got there, had practice session. I would say practice went pretty well.
Yeah, I think we all had a pretty good game plan, like going into Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, kind of stuck to that game plan throughout the entire weekend. Nothing changed super significantly. I mean, me personally, I just changed the surfaces and covered my bowling balls, but
you guys have any nerves at all?
Definitely a little, with it being the first tournament and all. I think there's always some nerves, in there when you're competing. But I think we were bowling really well as a team, and everything kind of just went well. So I think that calmed us down really, really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So started off pretty good. Came out the gate really hot, and then we ended up leading wire to wire. So we never lost the lead the entire tournament. So that was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened before? And you guys in like not just here in Nebraska, but like anything you can remember?
I don't know. I mean, it's
I'm
gotta have
sure it
happened
has.
before. Yeah. I can't like recall like, oh, it happened on this date. But yeah, it was really cool to like be a part of though, because we were just I don't
Yeah.
know, we were just doing our own thing. It was really fun.
Lots of good bowling,
Yeah.
good energy, like
Mhm.
the entire time. Everybody was having fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, these guys got first out of 16 teams total. What was the competition like there? Now that you've kind of seen it, and again, you don't have to shout out individual names, but or even just teams. But heading into that, like, was that a tough kind of event based on its history? Were there like quite a bit of competition there?
It's like not our toughest event, but it's at like the higher end of toughness, I guess I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a nice not warm up, but like it's kind of a nice intro to the season because it's not like, oh, you're going right into like the hardest tournament of the year. Like
Yeah.
it's nice because you kind of get to see where everyone's at, like coming off of the off season and just kind of also get an inventory of where we're at and what we need to work on.
Mhm.
But I think that it made it nice as kind of a bridge. Obviously, some harder teams that were there that were ranked pretty well last season. So we get to compete against them, but also some easier teams as well. And yeah, we bowled well.
Oh, very good.
And then being a freshman, Caleb, what was the experience like for you?
Yeah, I mean, the nerves were definitely there, but like Jillian said, I think with the team also bowling well, it kind of like you're able to settle in a little bit easier. Everybody's very supportive, and so kind of can just at least I felt like I was able to settle into my shot making relatively quickly. Not immediately, but yeah.
Jillian, how do you think like just the younger group did handling it, first time around on the road?
I think they all did really well. They all got to bowl throughout the weekend, which I thought was awesome. Um, I think obviously like there's some ups and downs that goes with that, but they all
Mhm.
handled whatever was happening very well. When she came in, she made like all of her spares did really well. Same thing with Haley and Karina. Karina came in the last day too when we were in match play, and she did really well pulling that out. And Haley was in the first day. But they stayed really calm, just made good shots, and just did like what they could do. And I thought that was really nice to see. And I think too it helped us as upperclassmen because it kind of bridged that gap. We could just kind of be our normal selves. We didn't totally like have to try to pick them up or do whatever. They were just kind of there and they were doing really good. So it was fun to see.
Absolutely. What was that like for you? Do you remember your first time out there at an actual competition as a freshman?
Um, yes, I do. It was actually the same tournament 2 years ago. It's always like our first tournament now. Um, I was definitely nervous and like I figured they would all be nervous because I think that's just kind of like your first time competing.
Hmm.
You're on a bigger scale and like all those different things. But it was a really fun experience just because of kind of what my teammates were able to make it and it was a great introduction to college bowling and it was just kind of solidified like wow, I really enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing it in a team setting. And it was just a lot of fun. So I hope that they also had fun.
Yeah, I would say so. It's definitely very different than I feel like what we're all used to.
Mhm.
Like in singles, it's just kind of like you go throw your shot and walk back. But like college bowling, like you get excited, especially when like you're in a close match or like you're bowling super well.
Yeah.
What is that difference? Like the excitement level?
I think it's because you have so many other people there and so many other, like, supporting parties, whereas, like, when you're there
Hmm.
as an individual, it's like you're there for yourself, and you're competing for yourself, and, like,
Yeah.
you might have fans or parents or coaches that are, like, standing behind you, but when you're there with a team, like, it's you and 9 other people that are in the settee, like, all cheering and all trying to accomplish the same goal, and so just kinda being able to have so many different people with that energy, I think it brings a lot of fun to it. When you strike, like, you're getting to celebrate with a group of people rather than just kinda like, "Oh, clapping for myself," like, "Okay, like, good
Yeah.
shot, like, regroup, let's get back at it." No, it's like we're screaming, we're happy, like, we're pumped up, and it's really exciting, and I think that's
Yeah.
something that's really cool about competing in a team setting collegiately.
Yeah, it's an again, I think you guys use the analogy all the time, but it is very similar in golf in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
Where it's like, yeah, if I'm awesome individually, fantastic. Like there's ways I can go pro and do this. But you do get into those situations where it's high school or college when you're on a team and you want to perform as a team because it's a lot more fun when everyone's doing well. Everybody has a great time. What does the competition look like in terms of competitiveness with other teams? Like, is there a whole lot of interaction between them, or is it like this is where you're bowling, everyone lock in with your team and just do what you need to?
Depends on the team, I think.
Yeah, I think it does depend on the team, I think it also depends on the format. So on
Yeah.
Fridays, um, we bowl all Baker matches, but it's like 5-game total pinfall Baker matches. So that's
Explain
when,
Baker
like,
matches for those who don't know.
yeah, so it's like when everyone is in the lineup, so at the same time, and we're all basically putting our shots together to bowl a game. So like someone will bowl the first frame and the 6th frame, someone will bowl 2 and 7, someone bowls 3 and 8, someone bowls 4 and 9, someone bowls 5 and 10. But so basically combining all our shots gets us to a total score for the game, and we'll bowl 5 games that way. And then whichever team has the highest overall pinfall for that match ends up winning the match. And so that's what we do on Friday, whereas Saturdays is so I would say Fridays compared to Saturdays are already a little bit more kind of like hyped because you're in
Yeah.
more of that team setting,
Mhm.
whereas Saturdays, they're traditional matches. So everyone bowls their each individual game, and then you add up all 5 individual games, and then whichever team has the highest total of those 5 individual games wins the match. Um, I like the team bowling on Friday more because I just think I don't know, it's so much more interactive, it's so
Yeah.
much more fun. Like, traditional is cool, but it's something we're more used to. But I think really where the most, like, interaction happens is on Sundays. So
Yeah.
Sundays are our best 4 of 7 Baker matches, and, basically, each game, like, it's best 4 of 7. I mean, whoever wins that game gets the win for that game, and whoever wins first to 4 wins the entire match.
Okay.
But so it's like it's not total pinfall, like, it's all
It's more
happening right there,
pressure.
right now. Yeah, you have a lot more pressure, there's a lot more going on. You're trying to win every single game that you bowl rather than like, "Okay, we're just kinda letting whatever happens,
Yeah.
happens," and then, like, when we get to the end, like, whoever wins, wins. It's like
It's like it almost
locked
comes
in.
down to winning the frame.
Yeah.
Like, you have to throw your like, obviously, yeah, you have to throw your best shot every time, but, like, it matters a lot more because you
Yeah.
don't have, "Okay, well, let's regroup and get it next game." Like, there might not be a next game if you're in game 4 and you're down.
Yeah, and, like, Sundays too, I think are also really fun because you're in a bracket. So, like, in Youngstown, the way they do it is the 4 seed bowls the 3 seed, the 2 seed bowls the 1 seed, and then the winner of the 1 seed, 2 seed match, like, they move on to the finals automatically, and then the loser bowls whoever wins the 3-4 match, and then the winner of that match bowls. But so basically, the way that happens, and like even too, like when we bowled in Orlando, it was a little different. It was 1v4 and 2v3, and then the winners played each other in the finals. But when that happens, like you're always competing against the teams in the top 4. And so the matches are just that much closer and that much more fun. Whereas like throughout the weekend, you could kind of be bowling anyone because it's just kind of
Right.
random draw from a pool.
Mhm.
But on Sundays, like you're always bowling the best teams. And so I think it makes it it's just so much more fun. I love
Yeah.
Sundays. They're amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine that's when like it's like, all right,
Yeah.
let's really figure out who's the best one here. It's
Yeah.
very much like college football, where it's like, all right, you get to the end, it's like there's 4 teams. Well, now
Mhm.
it's 12 teams. It's different, but you'd
Yeah.
always be 4 teams, and it's like, okay, you know that these 4 teams, like you can make an argument where this person should have been in here or this person, but they're all good.
Yeah.
Like if you're in that room, you're solid. Kayla, when did it kind of click for you when some of that nervous energy went away and you're like, okay, I belong?
Ooh. Maybe like 6 frames into the game that I got subbed into, I would say, was like I finally started to settle down and like make good shots. At first, it was kind of like just like I was throwing okay shots. They were hitting the pocket, but I think that was when I kind of like settled down and was like, okay, like this is just like regular bowling. It's just more people behind me. But yeah.
What was the mindset before you got subbed in? Just because I mean that's sometimes even harder trying to stay engaged, but not work yourself up too much at the same
Yeah,
time.
I think our team has really big emphasis on just like being a good teammate, like in every single way you possibly can. Whether that's like being responsible or just like having good energy if you're not bowling, things like that, lifting other people up, doing what you can to help other people that are in the lineup, things like that. Just I don't know, just trying to stay patient and just be a good teammate.
Absolutely, Jillian. I'll ask you based on I asked individually, but since this is your co-host, how do you think Kayla handled it?
I
First
think she
one.
did really good. I mean, like I said, she came in there and she just kept making her spares the whole time, like regardless of what happened.
And isn't
Just
that a big thing for Klempa this year?
it
Or
is
every year, I
every
should
year.
say.
Yeah, spares are always really big because it's kind of like that one thing that we can like totally have full control over. Like, yeah, based on what the lanes are doing or the oil patterns doing, like we might not always be lined up to like strike,
Mhm.
but you can always make your spares because that's just it's our controllable. And so when you kinda get to see that, especially, with the freshmen, it's really nice and refreshing to see because I think sometimes people coming in, like spares, we have to work a lot on, and it's kinda one of our biggest development things here. But no, she did amazing with that, and obviously, like, there are some nerves associated, but she calmed down, just got into that rhythm really nice, and just continued making good shots, did what she could do. So it was nice to see.
Absolutely. And then you guys can give multiple names, or you can even throw the whole team in there. Who surprised you in a good way, where it's like maybe if you thought they're going to be awesome heading into it, it's like, man, they had a great weekend.
I think for me, Karina, when she came, because she actually came in on Sunday. She hadn't bowled Friday or Saturday, and so she just kind of got put in there
On the big Sunday.
And yeah, in the 4-7 matches, and she freaking killed it. It was amazing. She did great. So definitely her. I mean, Haley bowled on Friday, and she was the first one of the freshmen to bowl, and I thought she did really well handling that. Because none of them had really gotten to experience that. So for her to go in there, she made really good shots. I think like the first 5 or 6 shots she threw, she struck on all of them. She just kept making shots. Yeah, it was awesome. But really, I mean, all 3 of the freshmen did amazing that weekend. So yeah.
Kayla, what about you?
I think the whole team did a great job. I mean, like, there's never like oh, I wonder how this is gonna happen. Like, no, I think there's a lot of confidence in each other going into that, and so I don't know. I just think the whole team bowled really, really well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, yeah, based on the results, I think it's like a fair answer, right? You guys don't win first unless most of the team, if not, like you said, everyone's playing well. But what did that guys mean to you? Because on the other show, striking up a conversation with Kayla Verstrady and the other Kayla Verstrady and Anna Callan, they had Coach Klempa on. He really wanted this. Like, he was dead serious about like wanting it. I can't remember if I'm quoting correctly, but he hadn't got this one before winning first in this event.
We won my freshman year.
Oh, okay. So never mind. Maybe he just likes winning first every single time, no matter what.
I think he does. I think if he had his druthers, like, we would just never lose.
Okay. Either way, Coach Klempa wants it. Like you said, he probably just wants it. I mean, why wouldn't you? If you're the head coach, you want to win first every time. But to come out of the gates, win first out of 16 teams.
I think it was really good. I think it really put kind of a good just emphasis on kind of what we want the rest of the season to look like. And I don't know, Coach Klempa might have talked about this too, but we hadn't won anything in since regionals my freshman year. So we didn't win it all last year. So it was really nice to go out there and get another win. Just kind of be back on top. It always feels good to be there. But yeah, so I think if anything, just kind of with that into, I don't know, you'd have to speak on this, but I would hope that it got our freshmen more settled and kind of going forward for the rest of the season and just like, yeah, we are in Nebraska, freaking good. We're going to be here every week. Let's go. Let's do this. We got it.
Yeah, certainly a confidence boost, but I think it also like puts more emphasis and trust into our training and knowing that we are doing the right things and like just going back to that.
Yeah, and you do bring up a good point. Like, do you see that with freshmen? Like, hey, you can even answer if you had this a little bit yourself. Where it's, or what do you call that term? Where you end up at a position where you feel like, well, maybe I'm not entirely sure if I truly belong or if I deserve this.
Like the self-doubt?
Yeah, self-doubt. I'm blanking on the term of it. Basically, a little bit of self-doubt because it's like, obviously you think you're good enough and you're going to go take the opportunity. But if you're on a program that's elite and known to be elite, like having that buy-in and being like, man, I hope I'm good enough to belong. So for those guys to go out there, you still get first with the addition of the new players. Like, does that take a little bit of time? Does that take success to kind of get that out of the head? Or is that, no, we figured that out before the season?
I think it depends on the freshmen and like really the class like coming in. These 3 that have come in are all really accomplished. So obviously I don't know how you felt, but I think all of us upperclassmen knew that them coming in would play a big role in our future success and success throughout this year. And I hope they didn't necessarily feel that pressure from us, but at the same time, I think if we knew how good they were, I would hope that they knew how good they were.
Absolutely. And I'm thinking of imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Like imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Because it's like, again, you're just with elite people. So even if you know you're really, really good, it's like, okay, but I'm also at Nebraska. Like, I know these guys are good. So you're also going to figure out. But Kayla, I'll let you go ahead and answer it.
Yeah, I think it definitely like kind of like settled us in. Like, I mean, you talked about just having an accomplished freshman class, but also like it's kind of like, yeah, I do belong here. I mean, I don't think there's like a super big self-doubt, but also like, okay, yeah, I deserve to be here, and like everything that we're doing here like has a purpose, and like just really believing in that and using that to help us.
Reassuring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other part too. Especially, I've got to hear some of you guys' workout times. It's like it feels good for that stuff to pay off.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Okay, it wasn't for nothing that we're waking up this early all the time.
Yeah, literally.
And we got results out of it. But I do want to ask, before we get to Orlando, what was your favorite thing out there in Ohio? Did you guys do anything fun while you had meantime, or was it just straight business? I mean, you guys bowl a lot, so I don't know how much free time you really get.
I don't think we really did much in
We went
Ohio.
shopping. We went to Ulta.
Oh yeah, we did. We took a little team trip to Target and Ulta. That's about all we got.
Okay. What's the town name?
Youngstown.
Oh, it is Youngstown.
Yeah.
Okay. What's Youngstown really known for? Is it a pretty town flying in?
The drive from the Pittsburgh airport is somewhat pretty because like all the leaves are changing colors because it's fall.
Mm-hmm.
So
It is fall. It is officially fall.
yeah, so that's kind of cool because you're kind of like in the valley. When you're driving in, as far as the town itself, I'm not really sure.
Yeah. There wasn't really like a big attraction, I guess. Like when we go to Orlando, like there's stuff to do. But like, I don't know, we just kind of like hung out with each other and
Yeah.
chilled in the room, relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out for you. Best food spot while we're in Youngstown.
Oh, there's this little cafe in Youngstown, and they have like all these different like coffees and stuff. But like they also have good food, and like I can get breakfast for dinner there, and I love breakfast for dinner. But they also have these really good lemonades. They'll make like blueberry lavender lemonade. So that's probably like my favorite.
Yeah. I got a strawberry lemonade and a bacon cheeseburger. It was great. It was really good. Yeah, I would go back.
Valid.
If Coach said next year we're going back there, I would not be mad about that.
We probably are.
Good.
This was our second year there, so.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
we get a little familiar with it. When you guys are there, does Coach Klempel just kind of know like everything? Is he always just pretty well aware? Because he's been doing it for, I can't remember how many years now, but
It
he's a veteran.
depends. Because like we'll add in new tournaments. Like Orlando this year was new for us.
Mhm.
But also like he's great because he'll kind of give us the freedom. He's like, well, okay, like if you guys have like a lot of homework or whatever and you want to just get something quick like Chipotle and bring it back to the room or like whatever. Like so he's
Oh, he
pretty
kind
much
of lets
like
you make the calls for a lot of it.
yeah, if there's someplace he wants to go, he'll basically be like, hey, I want to go here, so we need to figure out a day to do it. And like we'll kind of figure that out. But he kind of lets us do that. But most of the time it's like we have two separate cars, and as cars we'll kind of like collaborate back and forth and figure out where we want to eat depending on the situation. So yeah, makes it easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Coach Klempel, I'm always kind of curious about like how he operates with that whole system, but it sounds like he's got a lot of trust in just letting you guys decide what you need to do. And also for school, how is that when do you guys have to do a lot of school on the road?
I try to get most of my schoolwork done before I leave, but obviously like there is still a lot of stuff to do on the road and studying that never stops. So yeah. But
yeah. I was doing my math homework at dinner, so.
Do you guys struggle to do that? Like, do you have to try to motivate yourself, or is it like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it done? Like, obviously, it's never fun, but some people procrastinate a little more than others and end up having to bring all their homework on the road.
Thursdays are like fine, but when I bowl Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I just cannot be bothered. After I'm done bowling, I'm like, I'm done for the day. So,
yeah, personally, I don't get my work done in advance. I do it when I'm there, usually, depending on what it is. If I think it's something really interesting, I'll actually do it in advance. But like, math gets done the day of. It's always math. But I also always miss a math class, so I kind of have to make it up on the day that like they tell me. It's weird, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Make it
judge.
work.
I was always math, science, procrastinate a little bit too much on those, but got through it nonetheless. All right, we'll throw the break here. On the other side, I do want to hear about Orlando. Again, we'll talk about how you guys ranked in that one, what the experience was like, and then we'll keep things rolling here. Again, spare time, Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr, a couple of Husker Bowlers. Don't go anywhere right here on Ticket Weeknights.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street, family owned and operated, always the best value.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in to Spare Time. Harrison Arns on the board. We got a couple of Husker Bowlers in here. Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr on time as always for their show from 9 to 10 o'clock every Monday night. And then again, reminder, striking up a conversation. The second bowling show goes on Tuesdays, same time from 9 to 10 every weeknight, or excuse me, every Tuesday week. So that being said, I do want to talk about the next location here. Obviously, you guys win one and get number one in your last tournament. Let's talk about this one right here. Obviously, we know the results again, but I'll let you start with the story anywhere you want.
Yeah, so we flew out Tuesday. Left at
Turn
like
around.
1. It was actually fun.
Flying down to where, though?
Orlando.
Mhm.
I was getting there.
Sorry,
we
not-
weren't there yet. I'm just kidding.
34 hours.
Yeah, we were literally only home for like a little bit. But anyway, get down to Orlando. Wednesday, we got to go to Universal, so that was a lot of fun. Definitely a peak. It was really cool to like
Yeah.
actually get to do something as a team because we don't really get those opportunities that much because like our time schedule, like we're literally bowling so often
Mhm.
that we don't get to just hang out and do fun stuff. So it was really cool to go do that. We had a great time. But then practice session again on Thursday. We got to sleep in though. Absolutely amazing. Rather than getting up at 2:30 in the morning on Thursday to fly out, we got to sleep. So that was awesome. But yeah, practice session went well. I think we felt like we had a good game plan.
Yeah.
Friday didn't go so great. We were like 6th after Friday. We're like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
And so we had to reevaluate a little bit. Saturday was much better though.
Yeah. I'd say the reevaluation worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely much needed, but also very helpful.
Yeah. We started off Friday, the first couple matches, and we didn't bowl bad the first match, but like the second and third match were kind of interesting, and we realized we were probably in the wrong part of the lane. So we tried to readjust on the spot, but just having some issues with shot making and just didn't totally feel comfortable. Obviously, some doubt there. And so we kind of all sat down Friday night and just talked for quite a bit about kind of what can we do going into tomorrow and how can we all get back on the same page.
Yeah. I would say just that reevaluation and also like still instilling confidence within each other is super helpful. Just going into the next day. And our shot making was better, but also like our alignment and things like that. I think we saw the picture a lot clearer than we did. Like where we didn't see it great in match 2 and 3 on Friday. So yeah, Saturday was a lot better.
Yeah, so we were 6th after Friday.
4th after Saturday?
Yeah, 4th after Saturday. And then once again, we did Bakers on Friday, traditional matches on Saturday. And then Sunday morning, we had to do one additional Baker match. But we ended up winning that, and that put us into the 3 seed for our bracket.
Mhm.
And then this bracket was a little different. It was 1v4, 2v3. So we bowled Vandy, the number 2 seed. Ended up winning that match in 6th, I believe. And then we went on to face Jacksonville State in the finals, and we ended up losing. We still bowled okay. They just bowled really well. But at the end of the day, I think we'll take second place, especially after our start. Really throughout the weekend, I felt like we came together really well
Yeah.
as a
there's
team.
A lot of improvement, just like not only physically, but also like mentally and emotionally for the rest of the team. I feel like just kind of regrouping and being able to, I don't know, like resiliency almost bounce back from the way we bowled on Saturday or on Friday to bowl that much better on Saturday and Sunday, I think is really important because it shows how capable we are. And also, like, I mean, we don't want what happened on Friday to happen again, but if it were to happen, kind of knowing and trusting that, like, okay, we're able to bounce back from this, and like we've been in that position before. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think in Youngstown too, like obviously we led from literally match 1 to the end.
Not a
So
lot of adversity in that
no,
one.
Yeah.
did not face very much adversity. So it was kind of nice to kind of be able to come out here and for us to struggle a little bit. And I think too, coming off of last year, we didn't always do the best in those situations. We had a lot of times where we would get flustered. And it was just hard for us to come back, whether that was mental, physical, whatever you want to call it. Um, but it was really nice to see that from a team this year, especially with our freshmen and our upperclassmen kind of being able, especially our upperclassmen being able to kind of take a step away from whatever last year was and just kind of focus on what this year is and how we're doing, and the freshmen to also handle it well. And for us to really just be able to come together as a team and be like, okay, this is what happened. This is what we need to do. This is our game plan. And for us to just go out there and execute it really well. So I thought that was really nice to see. And once again, I think it sets a good tone going into the rest of the season. Would have liked to get the win, but really can't complain much.
Yeah, I mean, especially considering how you guys climbed up through that thing.
Yeah,
But it
for
could have been
sure.
a lot worse of a weekend where Orlando isn't as pretty, if you don't get the results that you want. And you
Mhm.
didn't quite get first. But like you said, you get second. Why is it like how important is it facing some adversity? Is that almost something you want to see at some point in the season so that way it doesn't show up when you get to the very end? Or no, is it something that we do on air where we maybe talk up adversity too much and how it's a valuable lesson?
I mean, I think it depends. Like, obviously, if you're never gonna face it, like, oh, whatever, I don't need to face adversity,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, if you're that good,
Like, if you're
you
for
maybe
some
never have
reason,
to.
yeah, if you're for some reason never gonna face it, but I think we know, like, especially as athletes, like at some point, and even if it wouldn't be the season, even if you're setting up the freshmen and sophomores, or like even me a junior for like next season or the season after, like I think it's important to face at some point in time because you're never gonna go your entire life without seeing it.
Mhm.
And I think too, kind of running into those blocks like earlier in the season, we're able to work through it better going into the end of the season. So like we can kind of see like, okay, this is how we handled adversity in this situation. This is what we feel like we did well. This is what we feel like we did bad. And then look at what we did bad and figure out how to fix that for next time. And then like kind of get to practice that and go through that. So once you get into like a national championship position, you know exactly what to do and you're confident in that process. And so that you're just able to go out there as a team and be like, this is what we're doing. We got this. It's going to be okay. And just knowing. So I think it's important
Mhm.
personally.
Yeah, I would have to agree. It's definitely something you'd rather face in the beginning of the season rather than, right before regionals or even at the national championship. Like, you kind of want to have that under your belt. But yeah, realistically, you're going to face adversity at some point in time. So you'd rather take in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like everyday life, you're gonna have something that doesn't go your
Yeah.
way, and you gotta be able to figure it out. You guys kept saying reevaluating. Like, what are we talking about? Just like reevaluating what the lanes are that day, the pattern, the ball, or just like team oriented, team chemistry. Like, what were you guys reevaluating?
Well, after Friday, we kind of had to reevaluate our lane play decisions and our
Okay.
ball choices. So we were probably a little bit too far left. So we kind of started out Saturday being further right, just kind of being able to see our balls shape really nicely. Whereas I think Friday we didn't always feel like we had that shape, and I think that's kind of what caused some uncertainty and bad shot making. So we had to reevaluate that, and then from the other perspective, once you're in facing adversity, like kind of reevaluating whatever you did bad as a team.
Okay.
So like that was the other kind of context of reevaluation. So yeah. Yeah.
And then was your team like how natural was it? Is that something that your team is like Jillian, in your case, you've been here longer. Has that always been just something you guys this team really excels at is just being able to kind of get those quick reevaluations and not point fingers because the team chemistry issues in other sports, you will get that stuff and it just gets worse obviously if people start blaming everybody.
I think it depends like on the year. Like you have different makeups every
Hmm.
year and like kind of different people. So there's always different vibes that you have to go through. But I think if anything, like rather than pointing fingers, it's more just trying to figure out where people are coming from. Like, okay, this happened, but why? And if we need to change something, like how do we change that, I guess. So just kind of from a really non-judgmental perspective, just figuring out the reasons. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely makes sense. And then final thing I really got kind of about that whole situation. Who's the vocal leader in most situations? Not maybe not all the time, but who's the person that's kind of the I don't know what it looks like in bowling. I don't want to call him like the rah-rah person, but something like that, if you know what I mean. Who's the leader, able to get people together?
Jillian.
I was gonna say I think it depends.
Kayla, does it depend? Or is it pretty clear and definitive?
I think it can go both ways.
Okay.
I think the person that we come to the most about something, or like Jillian can say something and like we would never take it like badly. I feel like.
That's a scary thought.
I literally said this before to the other freshmen too. We were like, Jillian could say whatever, and we'd be like, we know it's out of like a place of like out of love and support.
That's fair. Usually I think I would try to come from love and support. I think from a vocal aspect though, I think a lot of us can fill that role at different times, like depending on
Mhm.
what's needed. Like obviously there's days that like I'm not at my best, so like some people might need to be there like to pick me up and to kind of pick up that slack on that end, or like where other people aren't at their best and like we're picking them up. But I think that's one of the nice things about our team is we're all very much so there for each other and supporting one another. Um and I think everyone has a role, like no matter what that role be. Like everyone needs to be there for our team to have success because
Yeah.
we all do something different that helps propel our team to the next level.
Yeah, you see that a lot with the best teams. They typically got like multiple leaders
Yeah.
out there, whatever
Mhm.
sport it is, or even in like great business, great whatever. You typically get multiple people that are able to lead when it's their time to go ahead and lead. Kayla, I'll ask you one more thing here before we get to our last break. And again, this is Spare Time with Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr, a couple of Husker bowlers. The second tournament, did you feel a little more confident, heading into this one now that it's like, okay, I've been to one, we got first. Now we're in much more beautiful location, if we're being honest, here in Florida. Hopefully it wasn't too distracting. But what was the mindset heading into the second one?
Yes and no. I think the nerves were still there, but I think it was less out of like a fear factor and more like when I was nervous, it was just because I wasn't seeing the picture super clearly, or like I don't know, I wasn't confident in my shot making rather than just like pure nerves of like, my gosh, this is my first college tournament. Like it wasn't like
Mhm.
that. It was more like physical things rather than emotional, if that makes sense.
And you bowled Sunday too, which I know can be
Yes.
stressful.
Yeah. That was very scary.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I'm in. Okay, I gotta go bowl now. Oh, I gotta go make really good shots. This is a little different than the practice fair."
What is that like then? When did you settle on for that Sunday? Or was it just like heart rate's up the whole time?
I'd say by the middle of the Vandy match, middle to end of the Vandy match, and then my shot making was okay in Jack's match, but yeah, heart rate was definitely up there. I think definitely against the Jack's match, just because like this is the final match, like this is on the line.
Mhm.
So obviously your heart rate's gonna be higher. And then the Vandy match was right before that, and that's when I went in. So I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And with that being said, I think we're up against the clock here. We'll throw it to our final break here. On the other side, I want to do something similar to Ohio that we talked about, but I think this one have a lot better answers. Just the experience down there in Orlando, Florida. So don't go anywhere. We'll keep it rolling here. Spare time, couple of Husker bowlers, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
The fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant. 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, One love.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, wrapping things up here. Spare time, Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr, a couple of Husker bowlers in here. And again, striking up a conversation. If you want to hear from a couple more, those guys go every Tuesday night. 402-464-5685. If you want to put any last-second comment or last-second comments, feel free to do so. But let's talk about Florida, guys. I just want to ask you, we got about 5 minutes left here. What were your favorite parts outside of bowling?
Universal.
Yeah. Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though there's a lot of walking.
It was.
Yeah. Like, I feel like we would go to, like, one park, and then we'd go back to the other one, and then we'd go to the other one, and then we'd come back.
It's because we kept walking through, but, like, I had thought we were going to split up, and then we all stayed together. And then, like, we didn't really have a plan, so we were just kind of there vibing.
How big of a place is it?
Well, there's 2 separate parks.
How big
and
are the
they're
parks?
both pretty big.
Okay.
But, like, so, like, both parks have Harry Potter World in the back. And so you can either switch between parks in the front of the park, or there's, like, a Harry Potter train in the back. And, like, the one time we had walked to the back because we were going to take the train. And then it was way too crowded. And so then we couldn't take the train.
Yeah.
So we had to walk all the way back to the front and then all the way to the other park and then all the way to the Harry Potter part of the other park. And it was a little interesting, but we made it work.
Yeah.
We got our steps in.
I didn't really understand the layout of the park. Like, I didn't really understand that was what we were doing. I was just following everybody else.
Yeah.
But I knew you knew where we were going. I was like, all right.
The thing is, I was trying to, like, figure out where we could go based on, like, what we were trying to do. It was just kind of interesting.
I think everybody got to do what they wanted to do, with the exception of that last ride.
Yeah. So that was a good part. Favorite ride?
Ooh. The one with the music, the one that we did together.
Yeah. That one
I was
was
talking
fun.
to Lauren about it this morning.
Uh-huh.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
I think. Because there's, like, the right amount of scary and fun.
Yeah.
Like, the music made it, like, 10 times better.
Definitely.
Like, if the music wasn't there, I'd be like, it's
Yeah.
okay.
The video was hilarious.
Yeah. I didn't like the Hulk one.
No.
Well, that was the one that I kept, like, hitting my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Velociraptor? Is that what it was? That was scary, but it wasn't
That's
it
my
wasn't
fave.
that bad.
That's my fave out of all of them. Yeah.
Was that both of you guys' first time going there?
No, I've been there a couple times.
That was my first time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at maps. It does look massive. I definitely get lost there. So I mean, what was that like for you guys? Is it, like, pretty crowded? Did you have, like, plenty of open space to go do what you want? Or I guess it probably depends on the time of day.
It actually wasn't that crowded, so
Mhm.
that was nice because we had talked about possibly buying a fast pass if needed, which we didn't need to, which I was very happy about because
Yeah.
saved some money.
We never waited more than, like, 30, 35 minutes, I feel like.
Yeah, no.
And even then, we're all, like, in line together, so the time passes a lot faster because we're, like, talking to each other or, like, messing around doing something.
Definitely. I think the only one there's a Harry Potter roller coaster, and it's just
Got some listeners outside.
I
on
know.
the
I'm trying to
street.
see if I, like, actually know them or not.
Let's see
They
if we
said,
can
"Are
put them
you
on camera.
talking?"
Yeah. But so there's a Harry Potter ride, and it's always, like, takes forever. But we had gone to possibly ride it at the very end of the day. We're like, "Oh, we'll just ride single rider." But the single rider line was closed, and we didn't want to wait 100 minutes, so we decided not to. So that was, like, the only one. But other than that, there wasn't, like, anything more than, like, 35 minutes.
Okay. How was the food there? Or did you guys even eat food there? Or did you just go somewhere else?
We had lunch there, but that was pretty much it. And it was okay. It's expensive, but, like, it is what it is. It's like typical park food. But
The
Harry-
butterbeer was good.
Yeah. Have you Harry Potter butterbeer? Absolutely
What is
amazing.
a butterbeer? I mean, obviously, it's probably not beer. I don't
No,
think.
it's not beer.
Yeah.
No. It's kind of like a butterscotch drink, and there's, like, a cold foam on it. It's really
Yeah.
good.
I had the frozen one. It was very
Yeah,
good.
and the regular one. It's kind of cool. It's just from, like, the Harry Potter books and movies, and it's
I'm
just
trying to think of, like, Harry Potter and the drink. Man, we got a whole crowd out here. We got tons of people. We'll put you on the camera. I think that's probably
I
what
think
they
that's
want.
what they want.
But all right, guys, we're wrapping it up
definitely
here. We got the ticket crowd. You guys got a big fan base. Is what it looks like.
I know,
think
right? They're here for us.
But nonetheless, appreciate it as always. And guys, I don't ask you enough. Where can they follow you on Twitter if they want to?
Well, all my socials are at Jillian Martin Bowling.
Yeah, mine's Kayla.star28, and
All
then my
right.
Facebook's, like, Kayla Star Bowler or something like that. I don't have Twitter.
Okay. Well, search Husker Bowling, and again, you can definitely give them a follow. And then again, if you want to watch the events, I believe the next one is in Texas, right? Is that your next-
Kenosha, actually.
Oh, okay. But again,
Wisconsin.
use the Facebook, check it out. You can always watch it there. Appreciate you guys
Live.
listening. Have a great rest of your Monday night.